Hello, everyone. So, if you don't know who Jamila Lemieux is, you need to. She is a writer, she's an editor, she's a cultural critic. She's awesome. Go follow her. I'm going to make sure I put her info in my description. But especially if you want to follow somebody who, talks about current issues, about race, about government, about everything, about feminism, and is not as problematic as some person out there. Who has to make videos about why they don't get invited to stuff. I might make a video about her one day. But if you want to follow somebody who's not problematic like that, go follow Jamila. Anyway, she posted this today and I had to share it because guys, why? Why do you all do this? Why do you do this? So let me just read these text messages that she posted today. All right. So the thing I want you guys to pay attention to are the dates. All right, so the first text comes in at on July 8th, 2019, and the guy writes, "Hey." She writes a question mark back. "How are you? Jamila, right?" And she goes, "We had a 5-minute conversation in April and haven't talked since." "Yeah, I know. Just landed in NYC. Thought about you. Wanted to see how you were doing." "Thought what?" "We don't know each other. LOL. I don't recall what you look like. I don't mean that as an insult, but it's just odd to text someone that I didn't talk to for 3 months when we hadn't established any sort of connection beforehand. Men tend to do this, and all the women I know hate it. Just letting you know as a courtesy, LOL." He goes, "LOL. Thanks for letting me know." Now remember, this is July 2019. Next screenshot. July 12th, 2021. Hey, Jamila, how are you? Who is this? Is this Jamila? Who are you? It's me, Nate. We met at the Westin in LA. I'm in NYC though. 2 years ago, she writes. Yeah, that's not weird. Well, I'm not always in NYC, but I just arrived in NYC and wanted to reach out to you. And she says, "But I told you 2 years ago it was weird to hit me up after months had passed. This is more weird." And he writes, "Sorry about that." And then today at 9:36 a.m., Nate writes again, "Hey, how are you?" Okay, fellas, we got to have a talk. Why do you keep texting women that you are not having any kind of contact with? Like, stop doing that. Women don't like that. We don't like it. Incessantly sending messages after being years apart doesn't make sense. There's no connection. We're not interested. It seems very strange. And I'm just wondering what you guys are thinking. Like, do you think that we're not going to remember and we might just accidentally slip up and let you come back into our lives or even into our lives? Because apparently this guy never even made it into Jamila's life. He got her phone number and didn't text her. And then 2 months later, he's texting her, or 3 months later, whatever. This behavior is weird. It's common though. This is common. Like, Jamila's nicer than me. Let me tell you, Jamila, I don't text back. I see the name, I see the number, and I just never respond. And sometimes I end up blocking them. Because if you send me a text message after months and months or years, and we're not friends, we're not cool, we don't have any connection to one another, your text message is just going into the ether. I am not responding. So she's a much nicer person than me to even respond. I don't respond. But on top of that, it's not just situations like this. I have men inside my DMs I have never responded to, and they continually send messages. Fellas, stop doing this. It's very clear that if a woman is not talking to you or you're not talking to her for months or years, just let it go. Just move on. There's nothing going to happen there. I don't know what kind of movies you guys have been watching to make it seem like it's, you got to pursue. No, it's over. It's done. Let it go. Let it die. Stop. Go delete her number. She's not going to respond to you. Now, if you happen to meet her out another time in the future and maybe there's some connection, then you can try again. But just sending Text messages, you know, after years of not talking, stop it, please. We don't like it. It looks crazy. It makes you look crazy. And then your messages get screenshot and put on the internet, and then we women are laughing at you. So don't do that anymore. Anyway, had to share that. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you guys join my channel, because I'm back out in the dating world, and I'm going on my first date this weekend in 6 years. So my first date in 6 years. And that will be members only content. So if you want to see that, you got to join my channel. Anyway, peace, guys.